right. I'm recording myself so I can see how I'm teaching. All right. So we're good. We have the. All right. So if I do this right now. Okay. No hair. Dad.
Teaching this kid how to ride a bike.
Boom. Say it again.
Dad teaching this kid how to ride a
All
bike.
right. Listen up. This is the dad teaches this kid how to ride a bike. We're not done yet. Okay. So right now this is the bike. Yes. Out loud. Training wheels. Okay. So we got dad teaching this kid how to ride a bike, and we got he's on training wheels. So when you first start riding a bike, you start with training wheels, right?
Right.
What is the purpose of training wheels?
Get you comfortable.
Somebody raise their hand and let me get it. To help you keep balance, to help guide you while you're starting to learn how to ride a bike, right? All right. Time goes on. Beep, 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 beep. Then you have... Not in this drawing. All right. So we got...
What is that?
That sounds good. I heard something over here sounding good.
I got a big boy bike.
All right. So, what are these?
Training wheels.
Where are they now?
They're off.
They're off. The training wheels are off. All right. So, let's put it all together. We got a dad or a parental figure or somebody that's taking care of this person, teaching them how to do something, is teaching his son, whatever, teaching someone how to do something, okay? All right. And then at the beginning, they have training wheels because he's trying to guide them, show them how to do it, make sure, they're doing what they need to do kind of thing. The more and more time goes on, approximately 6 weeks, the training wheels come off. Okay. Now, to relate this to this class, Miss Mudd, no, I'm not even going to go there with it. The teacher, which is us, we're the dad, you guys were the kid, the bike was this class, the training wheels were the different rules and the things that we have kind of let you guys slide past with, get away with. Okay, the training wheels coming off, that was the whole new thing, like from day to day on. And it's not because, the parent doesn't do that to the child because he wants him to fall and get hit by a car, like you said. He does it because he wants him to learn how to ride it himself, to take some independence, to show some initiative to do it his own self, okay? So, reverting that back to the classroom, certain things, like I said, I'm not going to tolerate because, you shouldn't be doing them. In school, you shouldn't be doing them. It doesn't help you learn. It's evident between test scores, assignments you've done, productivity. When you do certain things, you perform less. And I've seen when you do some other things, you perform better. So, as of right now, I'm saying that the training wheels are off. Not because I don't like you guys, not because I'm mad at any of you guys or any of that. Just because it's the growing stage. It's time for everybody to start growing up, maturing, and doing things on your own. So, with that said, remember when I talked to you guys yesterday about, before you left, I was like, hey, be thinking about different types of cancer, any type of, ways that cancer has affected your life, because in some way or another, directly or indirectly, cancer has affected all of us. I would assume, because it's very popular now. I hate to use the word popular, but it's very common. So, can anyone name a type of cancer?
Testicular.
Breast.
Alright, I can only write so fast. So first I heard, spell it.
T-E-S-T.
Oh, you spell it, say it again.
A-L.
A-L?
How do you spell testicular?
Like that?
I would just go all out. T-E-S-T-I-C-L-E. Breast cancer.
Alright, we're going to I heard breast,
Throat.
head,
Eye cancer.
throat,
Eye cancer.
Stomach
Mouth
cancer.
cancer.
Brain. Ovary cancer.
alright, over. Alright, so there's a billion types of cancer, right?
Yeah.
Several different types of cancer.
Tongue is hairy.
I heard that one.
Alright, does anyone know what is cancer? Can somebody raise their hand and just tell me like your own definition of what cancer is? All the different symptoms that happen. So give me something that I can write on the board. So you gave me a lot of different
Your
things.
white blood cells stop working.
Did you look in the book? Anybody else have a definition?
Cancer is a disease that that something goes wrong in your body, like some genes or something mutated wrong. I guess. Yeah.
Put mutation now.
Anyone else? In the back? Is it what? Uncontrolled growth and what? Alright. Okay. Yes, she did. Alright. Everybody listen up, please. Listen up. Come on, children on the bike. Alright. So,
Avoiding traffic.
avoiding traffic, right. Avoid the traffic, right. Don't go on the street. Stay on the sidewalk. Yes, ma'am.
You think you slick? I see that camera.
I said that when I came and turned it on.
What's the camera?
I walked up here and I said, oh, let me turn it on. I'm recording myself so I can see how I teach. See what I do good, see what I do bad.
It's not pointed towards you.
I've looked at where it's pointed. It's pointed to literally around right here.
So you leaving us? December?
That is still up in the air. But I can tell you that has nothing to do with cancer.
You ain't even getting paid for this.
So everybody bring it back in here.
You can't go see your friend.
You getting married, bro?
Yeah, baby.
Alright. Anybody ever seen Bad Boys 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Raise your hand if you have seen Bad Boys. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence? Okay. Alright. Remember when they were in the video camera store and they were like, I'm going to take my wedding and what I make, and if I'm going to be here in December, I'm going to put it in this little box. And we're never going to talk about what's in this little box. I'm going to throw this little box. Okay, right now, it's not time to talk about what's in that little box. Let's continue talking about cancer. Alright. 9, 10, 15 minutes is up. So, alright, here we go. I'm going to read off what we said.
That's when.
Does everybody want to do book work?
No.
In silence.
No.
Okay, then keep your attention up here, please. We're trying to have a discussion. Some people said they like discussions rather than taking notes. So today we're going to do a variety of things. But I need you guys to be with me on it. Alright. So some people say cancer is white blood cells. It has to do with white blood cells stop working. Okay? Partially true. Cells that attack other cells. Has something to do with that too. Disease that deals with mutated genes, definitely. And this is totally wrong. I don't know who had this last one. No, I'm kidding. This is the actual definition, right? Uncontrolled growth and division of cells. So these are how all these tie in. With cancer, matter of fact, we just talked about the cell cycle and stuff, so we know that. Let me step up here so I can get my cameo on the picture. All right. So we know that. Talking about. All right. Cells divide. Okay. So. I doubt it. You better come up here and wait after we finish. All right. So anyway, cells. All right. We got like a lot. Cells build tissue to build organs, to build organ systems, to build organisms. Okay. That's just how it goes. It's a lot of cells equal to tissue. But so cells, we know now that they divide, right? They divide basically over, how we just talked about it, interphase, mitosis, and cytokinesis. But here's the thing. So if, and we make new cells for different reasons. If you injure yourself, in fact, scabs, you you ever cut yourself or burn yourself and then a scab grows over it? Okay, that's like basically dead cells and then new cells repairing that area. And then later on the scab falls off and you have new cells. So if you have a regular cell, it looks kind of like this. Now remember, the whole mitosis thing, or the whole cell cycle, interphase, mitosis, and cytokinesis produces a cell look like that. So if this is a normal cell, alright, say those are different normal cells. A cancer cell, its structure is totally changed. And it happens from, like you said, mutations. And our own body, we have different mechanisms, different processes that get rid of, gets rid of cellular junk in our body. So say if we have pathogens or just foreign cells that aren't normal cells in our body, we have white blood cells and other different enzymes and things that come along, detect it, wow, and they get it out of the body, okay, by a number of steps and processes. So cancer cells, what make them so deadly is that, say a regular cell is producing. So I get one cell, boom, it makes another cell, and somewhere in here, the DNA gets messed up. Some type of mutation happens to where it produces a cell that is not functionable like the rest of them. So it produces one of those cells. And usually what your body is supposed to do, one of the mechanisms are supposed to recognize it. Boom. And when I recognize it, it's supposed to go over there, coil up my cancer today, and wrap them up, and then get rid of them, okay? That's what it's supposed to do. But the thing about cancer, the cells, like, there's something about it. It has to do with antigens and things, but we don't need to go into all that right now. But it makes itself blend in, where I can't recognize that cell. So it's a cell that is destructive, pathogenic, that needs to come out, but I can't detect it to get rid of it. So it's just sitting there doing what cells do. And a lot of cells, they'll, like I said, if I cut myself, the cells are going to replicate and replicate and replicate to make enough cells to where my skin is covered back up, and then it's going to stop. But the thing about cancer cells, they get caught in the mitotic stage, so where they keep on dividing, keep on dividing, keep on dividing. And what is the one marker or symbol or thing that doctors notice that are cancers, or that may be cancer? A tumor. Okay. A tumor is like this. Say if this is what your skin cells are supposed to look like, they're in a row, just, like that. They're in a row. And then, later on down the line, you get a whole bunch of cancerous cells all together. So remember I said a whole lot of cells together make a what?
Tumor.
No, a whole lot of regular cells together make a what?
Tumor.
Starts with the T.
Tissue.
Yes, tissue. Okay, so a whole lot of cancerous cells together make a tumor. So a tumor is just basically a whole lot of cancer cells stuck together. There are two main types of cancer or cancerous cells. Does anyone know? One starts with the M and one starts with the B.
Benign.
Benign is one. One starts with the M. Matter of fact, let's start with benign. And FYI, I know we're having a discussion, and I appreciate everybody paying attention, but you might want to write something down, so you can know something. If you learn something different about cancer that you don't already know, as far as what malignant, what benign and malignant, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead, Eric. All right. Benign and malignant. All right. So what's the difference between these two?
What's dangerous, what's not?
One has an A, one has an A.
One has a thing.
All right, hold on.
One starts with a B and one starts with an M. Yeah. They're spelled differently.
That's, hey, I asked a question and you answered the question correctly, so that is one thing that is different. I know you're trying to be smart or funny, but I'm fine with that, because I did the same thing when I was in school, so I'm fine with that. One starts with the B, one starts with the M, that's true. The other thing Faye said was that, what'd you say? It was
One's dangerous, one's not as dangerous.
okay, there we go, that sounds a lot better. All right, so which one's dangerous?
Dangerous is M, malignant.
The M. Danger.
Why do you write your A's?
It looks like
Like
a
that?
Z, it looks like a
not as dangerous? All right, whatever. Now,
Oh yeah.
all right, so what is not as dangerous? Okay, so benign, matter of fact, we know most of those cancers and tumors, that we just discussed, those are because, we know somebody or we've heard of or where they had malignant tumors, where it is affecting their health and their body and it's pretty much killing them. Okay, or did kill them. Okay, benign, like she said, because at first she said one's dangerous and one's not. That's not a whole truth, because here's the thing. If you have, I'm loving this board thing. This is a lot better than just doing PowerPoint. All right, but don't get it twisted because we are going to do a PowerPoint today. But it'll be off of those guided notes. So it's like 11 slides. Okay? Yeah, like 11. All right. So back to the board. What is this called?
Tumor.
And what are those?
Regular stuff.
And what is that?
A ceiling.
Boom! You got it. All right. I'll make sure we're still together. My bad.
Boom, you got it.
Frog in my throat. All right. So where are we at? Anybody? I was drawing something. All right. Boom. All right. So we talked about malignant. Everybody knows malignant is dangerous, and it's the cancerous that most people are, the tumors.
It's most kind of tumors that people actually die.
Right. All right. So if you have, that's weird.
A flask.
A hanger.
Oh, blue.
Yeah. That was wiggly. I don't know why.
Anorexic munch.
Yeah.
He looks like Quinn.
That's like me when I don't work out, like right now. So let me wind it up. All right.
Put love handles.
Okay. I gotta be diverse. Everybody's different. Can't discriminate. Equal opportunity employment. All right. So. All right. Yeah, that's nasty. All right. But here's the whole thing. That's not even important. All right. Name some things that are inside the body around this area.
All right,
Heart. I'm gonna draw it.
Esophagus.
Body parts.
Heart. What else we said? Esophagus.
Esophagus.
Esophagus. Okay. What else?
Lungs.
Lungs.
Ribcage.
Your soul.
Pressure points.
All right. And stomach, bladder, liver. All right.
Large intestine.
So kidneys and all that. All right. So here we go. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Looks like a shoe.
I'm leaving you guys behind on accident. Stay with me. All right. So here's the thing. If I have a tumor right here, a big nasty tumor, but it's benign. So it's benign, meaning that it's not, it's not necessarily harming me directly, but it's kind of like if you put. Well, I'm so glad I didn't use it. That's hilarious. All right. I'm just gonna stick with this example because the other one was not for you guys. All right. So if you have something else, no. If you have something else in this area right here, time. It's time out again. You man, let me sit right there. Exclamation. All right. So here we go. Back to the tumor. All right. We got the tumor right here, heart and everything. Esophagus, she said. So, like I said, it's not malignant, so it's benign. It's not directly harming the body, but it's sitting there, so it's taking up space. It's compressing. If this area is only so big, it's only supposed to have the heart, the lungs, stomach, esophagus in it. If you got something else big, bulging, sitting there, it's putting pressure on everything else, making everything else spread out, or making everything else work harder in order to function. Okay, so that's why it is not, it's not directly affecting the body, but it is indirectly doing it because by being there, it's taking up space for other things. Okay, y'all understand that?
Yes.
All right. Now there is a type of. Does anyone know what metastasis is? Metastasis?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it? Okay. Anybody else? Ever heard of it?
Can you smell it?
Can you smell? Oh, spell it.
Can you smell
I
it?
was thinking, can I smell it? I was like, if they get gangrene and it,
Can I use
I did ask if you could smell it.
write a pass, please. You did ask me that?
Yes. Does it smell?
Metastasis. is what metastasis is. We have the cancer. Say, I have cancer in my knee. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Well, actually, that's where I go. So if I have cancer in my knee, right now, the cancer cells are in my knee. Okay? Is everybody listening up?
Here you go.
I get